You're watching Gaurav's Talk Show with Gaurav Chaurasia. I'm the host of today's program. Disney World says that we all have the dreams, and definitely all the dreams can come true if we have courage to pursue them. I feel privileged today by inviting a man who is self-made, a man who is self-believer, and of course, owning the stunning persona, none other than Mr. Himanshu Arora, founder and CEO of Magpie Institute Kota, and of course, the school, Magpie International School Kota. Sir, I welcome you from the core of my heart.
Thank you very much, Gaurav.
Would like to know something about you and your current profile in little detail.
See, I was brought up in Jaipur, Rajasthan. Then in 2005, I got shifted to Kota and I started one of the institutes for spoken English. And in 2014 around, I wanted to open a school. I started my school. I have got a school. I have got an institute. Now I give classes for spoken English even online as well. Due to this lockdown period, sometimes people say that it is always there when you think that blessing in disguise.
Yes.
And I started my online sessions, which I had been thinking of starting for long, but I could not start. Somewhere I was a little lazy bones. I felt that it is not required as much and people may not come for attending the classes online. But when lockdown started, ever since, lockdown started on 19th March 2020, and I started my first batch for online spoken English on 22nd of March. And I got N number of students for that. So ever since the online classes started, I have been giving online classes now. I have taught around 40,000 students for spoken English.
Oh, that's a huge number, by the way.
Over 40,000. It may be more than them. Actually, I started teaching in the year of 2003 in Jaipur.
Okay.
We used to have the institute with the name of ACE Institute. As you must be knowing, I started my branch in Raja Park, and then I started one of the institutes in Alwar as well. And then I went to several cities for taking care of the institutes. Then I got shifted permanently to Kota city. Though I came to Kota only for 6 months because I wanted to go to Indore personally.
Okay.
I wanted to stay there that time, but I got married in 2006. Then I had decided to stay here before I began my life with the institute. Then in 2011 around, I changed the name because earlier it was known as ACE Institute. Then I started with the name of Magpie.
Okay.
And in 2014, I started my school. So now I have got an institute, a school, and online classes. I have written 2 books for spoken English and grammar as well, which have been studied by several number of students.
So, sir, really, it sounds so interesting and amazing also. But, this is the successful journey, which definitely now many people know. But behind this journey, the men you are today, behind the foundation we would like to know, like what turned you into this field, the journey of your success, and what interested you?
I generally do not tell everybody, but I always tell that whenever you meet people, when you socialize with people, ideas get generated. And that's what we all should believe in. Everybody says that if we have selected number of friends, then it is very good. But I always believe that we should have N number of friends. There should not be any limit of it. Because when you keep meeting people, then you keep getting some ideas or some information related to your career as well and to your things which are happening in your life or which may happen in your life. I was in 11th standard, I tell you. I used to teach 2 kids. But I would teach other subjects. I didn't used to teach English.
Okay.
But I used to talk to them in English only. So once what happened, I went to their home and his father used to own a school. So his father suggested to me to teach English to them.
All right.
And they liked it like anything. They paid me also good amount. Then I took training from ACE Institute, Jaipur. I was just in first year, and they like after I had just started my career with this ACE Institute, they sent me to Alwar branch. Then I came back to Raja Park, Jaipur, and then I got shifted over here. I mean, things, happen and turn when you meet with people, because sometimes you don't realize. I had not even ever realized in my life that I would teach spoken English.
Okay.
So small things happen in your life and they change your life.
So you think that somewhere like the good teacher, definitely not the good teacher, even I should say the great teacher, because I have, I know the results of yours through the social media, and I have heard already about you a lot. You're the well-noted personality in the Kota now. I would like to know that as you have been into this field for many years, so you must have observed related your field in your social life, in your professional life, and of course, there are many other areas as well. So what are your observations related into this field? Like people speak English. Sometimes what I have seen is people do say, no, this learning English is very important. Even I also want to learn. This is their pet dialogue, I should say that. But when they will learn, nobody knows. So what are your observations into this particular field?
It is not that difficult to learn English. First of all, everybody must think that Rome was not built in a day. It cannot be done just over a night. I mean, you just plan it and then you do it. It takes time, and every good thing takes time. So we all must be careful about it. So we have to be consistent with every learn. And that's why I always believe in one thing, that everybody must be learned person. Unless you are learned, you can never learn anything in the world. The same goes with the English language as well. So sometimes, what people say, that when they come to join the institute and they say, "Sir, this is my dream to speak English." I say it's very good, but you have to follow your dreams. You need to work for your dream. Only by saying that it is my dream, and then you will be able to learn English, you will not be able to learn English. You have to face a lot of problems, and you have to face especially teething problems before you begin your course. Especially what I believe, that people feel hesitant while speaking English initially, or they shy before speaking people, because they feel that since they're not able to speak very good English, so what people are going to think about them. So this generally happens. So they have to overcome this fear. And once they overcome this fear, I think then this is an easy journey. And one more thing which I believe, that everybody thinks, because this has been a tradition in our India, that if you do not know grammar, you will not be able to learn English. And I always say that if you know grammar, then you will not be able to learn English. Because a language does not require grammar at all. You need to speak grammatically correct, but you have to understand the difference between these two things. One, that you cannot learn English without grammar, and the second, that you have to speak grammatically correct. So I always believe in this. Once they start thinking that you need to speak grammatically correct, but you do not require any grammar to learn to speak English. Because those who are grammarians, they may not be able to speak English in the future as well, because they've just learned the written part. So this is the thing which I have faced a lot in my career with the students.
So, sir, as you have said that grammar is very important, I also do agree with this. But as a beginner, sometimes even till today, as I'm from the Hindi medium schools, and completely till my graduation, I was Hindi medium, from Hindi medium background. So still, I'm learning. I'm not at all very good at writing. I admit this mistake over here, that yeah, I do often have this problem. And sometimes even in the grammar also, other people, they make the mistake. But somewhere we have to start speaking. If we have the fear, or if we have this thing in the mind, that on the one fine day when I will speak 100% correct, grammatically correct language, then only I will start speaking. So do you think this would be the great idea?
It is impossible.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand this thing, that a child just learns by listening. Initially, child speaks wrong, even whatever language the child speaks, a regional language or Hindi or or English, whatever language the child speaks. Initially, the child speaks very wrong or pathetic language. But later, by the practice, by the passage of time, that child learns more. So everybody has to be child as far as learning is concerned. And I always say this thing that suppose a cricketer is there, since I'm fond of cricket matches, and a cricketer is there. If the cricketer always thinks that when I go to play cricket and on the very first ball, I will hit only a six, then only I will keep playing cricket, that will not be possible. You have to go. You may get out. You may get hurt. You may not be able to touch the ball even. But then later, a day will come. If you're consistent towards it, if you keep practicing, you work your heart out, a day will come when you definitely become a good cricketer. The same goes with the English language also. So initially, you have to just speak. You do not need to worry about people, what people are thinking about it. And I'm sure about it that once you start speaking, later, when you become confident over it and you keep on speaking, a day will come. A day will definitely come. The persons who made your fun, they are going to appreciate you.
Yeah,
But
true.
you have
That
to be
has
ready
happened with
for it.
me also.
And as Gaurav, you have said that you're from Hindi medium, you did not learn English. The way you sound, it doesn't sound that
Sir, I
that
would
you.
like to ask one question that
Yeah.
how did you learn the English language? Like you started teaching, you were very young after graduation, you happened to come into
Not
the
even
stream.
after, not even after graduation. I was in the first year when I went to Alvar. I
Okay.
was just in first year, and I am from commerce background. And let me tell you,
Mhm.
it all depends. When you realize, because it may take some certain time to realize that this is the same career what you actually wanted. I tell you, when I was in my school, I used to read pieces of news. I mean, this was my duty to read out news uh, when this prayer or assembly used to get over.
Okay.
I think that was the thing which boosted my confidence speaking. And because since I was very good at speaking, I used to communicate with people well. I used to talk to people well. So this helped me make my career. And then I realized that this is the career which actually I was looking for. Because before doing the graduation, before even starting the graduation part, I had thought of doing an MBA, doing something in the field of business or any other thing. But then all of a sudden this change was there, and I realized that yes, I can do it, and I started doing it. I kept on working hard. I kept on learning from everybody. Tried learning from everybody, and that's what helped me teach. In this field.
So what are the three learnings which you applied and you got the benefit?
I always feel that you have to be focused towards your career.
Right.
I think about one of my role models, what I always believe. It is Mr. Sanjay Saraswat. I
Wow.
admire
Amazing.
two persons in my life. One is Mr. Ratan Tata and second Mr. Sanjay Saraswat. There may be other persons as well. Why I like these two people more? Because they are very consistent towards their work. They keep on thinking about their work. Even if they're doing some other work, they keep on thinking about their work. And that's what made them successful in their lives. And that's what I always felt, that you have to be consistent towards your work. Sometimes, what happens, I tell you, like I have been teaching since 2003. It's been around 18 years now. And sometimes you don't feel like teaching. Sometimes you feel that the saturation point has come of yours and you should start doing something else. But if you are consistent towards your work, you're focused towards your career, so these things always make you successful. I always believe in. So you have to be consistent towards your work, and you have to be focused towards your work. And one more thing, you have to be learned every time. As you said in starting, that I'm still learning. So the person who says that I'm still learning can only get success in the life. The person who says that now I do not need to learn, there are so many people, they say that, will you teach me? I mean,
Agree.
any other person teach you. Everybody in the world can teach you at any point of time. And there are so many free of course teachers available in the world. So we should take help from those people, those who are there. So we should keep on learning. So these three things which I feel that are important in a person's life to be successful in any career. I mean, it is not related to your spoken English or any career or teaching field, or you go to any career. You have to be consistent first. You have to be focused towards your job, your profile, your business or your career. And the third thing, you have to be learned every time. You can never be perfect at all. You can never be perfect at all.
Even I remember when I was in my college in second year, when I started, I really got beaten by this bug called English language. In the first year, till the whole first year, I was not at all able to speak. Even I used to notice that the Hindi school, that students are there, they are from the English medium background. Even they're speaking in the Hindi, English words are coming from their tongue. I used to be shy at that time. I simply decided I'll be working on my communication. So when I was in second year, I started learning. And then within a few months, like I used to talk to myself. I fell in love with the English language. Khana English mein, sona English mein, everything. Even whenever I used to sleep, sometimes I used to, speak in the sleep only. My room partner used to tell me that what kind of man you are, all the time you are speaking in the English language. So lots of people started telling me, ye pagal ho gaya hai. And I believe when you are doing something and when people say that tum pagal ho gaye ho, it means you should be happy about it. You should go to the temple and you should offer prasad to the God that yes, I'm on my right track. And what I believe and I followed, and still I'm doing the same. I never think what people say, and believe in learning until the last breath of my life. I will keep learning. So as earlier also I said to you that we have 3 rounds in this talk show, and this is the first talk show of mine. So I may be having some mistakes, and again I will be learning the things and I will become very much used to it. I will be continuing now. So we are entering in the second round now. I have wonderful round that is called impromptu challenge. And in the impromptu challenge, I have an application. There is a certain application I have in my mobile phone. So I'll be now just opening that particular app. So it will give you the random question where you have to speak 2.5 minutes. That's it. Minimum 2.5 minutes. If more then you're the trainer, you can speak, there's no problem. But I'm just opening now. I hope you're ready, sir.
I love challenges. I will definitely do that.
Now just let me see, where is that? Yeah, I got it. There is an application and it is asking that ask me anything. So even I don't know what it is going to ask. What motivates you to be your best? This is the question. What motivates you to be the best? And your time has started.
The career, the best part, which I always believe that the hunger of having the best career of your life motivates me to do my best. And one thing I always believe in that if you want to be lazy bones, there is nothing wrong in being lazy bones. But before being lazy bones, you have to be industrious. And sometimes it becomes so obnoxious with people that they just want to enjoy their lives. They feel that I need to be a very smart working person. I always believe in one thing, that you cannot be a smart worker or smart working person unless you are industrial or a hard worker or a hard working person. So you have to do a lot of hard work before being this smart worker of anything. But some people may be confused between these two words, lazy bones and a smart worker. Lazy bones is a person who does not do anything, and a smart worker is a person who himself does more, but by doing more, he gains more. So that person is called a smart worker. And I also believe in this. I want to enjoy my life. I tell you one thing. I always believe in enjoying my life. But I know I may not be able to enjoy my life unless I work hard or smart in my life. So this thing, because I want to enjoy my life, I always believe that after some years or after some months, I want to take rest. I want to go to a luxurious hotel. I want to stay there. But for that, I have to earn a lot of money. And to earn money, I need to work hard. And to work hard, I need to learn more. I need to improve more. So that is the thing which motivates me to do my best in my career. And that's what I have been doing. And sometimes when it does not happen, because sometimes, you may not feel like doing anything, then when it does not happen, then I tell my mind, no, I have to go after 2 or 3 months to Goa. And to go to Goa, I require a lot of money. And to require that money, I need to work hard. So that is
Wow.
the thing which motivates me a lot, I tell you, because I do not want to be lazy bones. Earlier, there was a time when I used to try to do two pieces of work at the same time. I
Okay.
used to try to do two pieces of work at the same time, because I had heard of so many people before that there were so many people in the world, they used to be multitaskers. So it's good to be multitasker, but to be a multitasker, you have to be mentally very strong, because sometimes tensions come to your life. Sometimes so much stress is there in your life, of your work, of your family, of your relations, of money, financial. A lot of stress is there of those things. So you have to keep that stress apart. You cannot be motivated unless you are stressed. Or if you feel that even if you're stressed and you're motivated, then you will be able to do work. So I believe that if you want to get success in your life, you cannot stop stress coming into your life. That's what I have always felt. I tried my level best in my past that stress should not be there in my life, tension should not be there in my life, but it never happened. Then I started realizing that if you really want to get success in your life, you want to make your career, or you want to be something in your life, you want to be a big shot or a noted personality or a celebrated personality, if you want to be known among people, then you must keep working hard, even if you are in tension. So motivation can only be there when you know how to work in stress or in tension. So that's what always things have motivated me, that if you want to enjoy your life, first work hard. First, you have to be a smart worker or a hard worker or a smart working person, because people must understand, first of all, people must understand the difference between a hard worker and a hard working person. A hard worker
True.
is that who does the work physically more. And a hard working is the person who does not do the work physically more, but mentally more. So you have to be either a hard working person or a hard worker person, and to enjoy your life. Uh, because I always say to people that if you are not a hardworking person and you only enjoy your life, it means actually you are lazy bones. Yeah, or a lazy person. You do not want to do anything in your life, and you may not be able to get, and whatever you have got in your life, you may ruin that. So that's what motivates me in my life.
True. Wonderful answer. And you have crossed more than the limit. That's wonderful. And there is a reason why I capped this round into it. Before moving to our third round, one question was remaining. Let me ask you that is very important for this talk. The worst experience of your life which you have faced till today, and the aha moment of your life that you say, yes, that was the wonderful time when I felt on the cloud nine. So these two incidences we want to listen from you, sir.
Yeah, I still remember. I used to have I used to have two of my students, and they were spouses. I mean, the husband was around 82 years old, and
Okay.
the wife was around 79 or 80 years old. Our institute was at first floor, and they were not able to come up, I tell you. So it was very difficult to uh, get onto the first floor for them, but they still used to do it. And I asked them once that why do you want to learn English? Because I do not know that how many years are left in your life. And you know
Mhm.
what they answered? That when we die, and people say that after your death, you have to either go to heaven or hell. Wherever you go, you have to meet people. You have to meet Yamraj. And if suppose Yamraj does not know Hindi, if that Yamraj knows English, so at least we'll be able to communicate with Yamraj in English. And after 3 months, I mean, they took a lot of time to learn English, certainly, but they would give a lot of time. And that was a time, Gaurav, I tell you, there was no Facebook, there was no WhatsApp, there was no social media, there was no other facility available for people to learn English.
Mm.
And they didn't used to have any other family also at their home to talk to others. So they would talk to each other. And it took 3 months. And the moment they completed the course, they came and they touched my feet. And I was hesitant in making them touch the feet because I felt that they are so old enough. And why are they touching feet? I requested to them, I'm sorry, I cannot allow. They said, no, actually you have fulfilled our dreams. We
Mm.
wanted to learn English. It was our dream since ages. We wanted to speak in English. We wanted to communicate with people in English. And now we talk to people mostly in English. So this was, I think, one of the moments which I realize and still feel that that was a great moment for me, because obviously when you give something from your side to some people, it makes you feel happy. And the worst part I feel related to my career, once I was coming by the train and there were 3 or 4 persons and I was talking to them continually in English. So another person was sitting aside us, and that person listened to us, and he said that why this fellow is talking to you all in English only. He feels that he does not love the Hindi language, or he does not admire the Hindi language. That's why this person is speaking English. And he tried to insult me before a lot of people.
Okay.
That was the part which sometimes I feel that it is very difficult to people realize that it is not like this that I do not love the Hindi language. I love the Hindi language. But since I am to learn, even I am to improve myself. And so to improve myself, I need to talk to people more. I need to communicate with people more. So it is very dreadful sometimes when people make you realize that the things which you are doing is not correct. That was the moment which I still remember, I think, and there may have been some other parts which I do not remember as such. So that's what I tell people also, that it may happen the same with you while learning in English. So you have to be very careful. You do not need to worry about it. You just need to continue speaking in English, and that's what will make you speak English.
The great experience of yours, which reminds me of, it is similar to mine's experience also, because in
You may say,
2013,
certainly.
in 2013 when I was having my institution, so I could see that more than 70 years old lady, she came and she said that, yes, I want to learn English. She was more than 70 years old and I was not expecting her. And I just simply asked the reason that why do you want to learn? She said that I have only one child and he's living out of India. And my grandchildren children are there. They speak in the English language. And we are living here in the India. Whenever we talk to them, they don't understand what we are speaking. So that's why we want to learn the language for especially them so that we can communicate with them. So that was the great thing. And I tell people that, see, the more than 70 years old lady, she came and she wanted to learn the English language. So of course, we should be always ready to learn the new things. So wonderful story, sir. The both experience of yours are really giving the great message somewhere. Now moving forward into our third round, and then we can definitely end it up. The third round is, let me pick the question. There you need to tell, sir, the 5 strategies to improve the communication skills and personality, because these will be the takeaways for our viewers. They can implement it. See, I know that you can tell bundle of strategies onto it, but still at least 5 so that they can remember. Along with that, they can implement, because the implementation is very much important. Knowing the things, people have lots of material, but implementation is important. So at least 5 strategies.
Yeah, definitely, Gaurav. Actually, first of all, people should understand that you do not need to shy, because you are not committing a crime. If you are improving yourself in any way, it is not only about the language. It is all about everything. If you are not doing anything wrong in your life, so you do not need to be hesitant in any way. So do not need to shy in any way. First thing, which I always believe. And second thing, that you need to communicate with people more. Language is also a part of personality. And so you need to learn how to communicate with people more. I mean, just start communicating. Just talk to people more. The more you talk, the more you learn. And when you talk more, then only you will be able to check your mistakes where you were wrong. And then people will come certainly to tell you that you made these mistakes. So you need to communicate with people more and more as much as you can. Try to talk to everybody. Do not think what people are going to think about you. And then the time comes where you start realizing that, yes, these things I am to speak, or these things I'm not to speak. But it may take some certain time. So for this purpose, you need to keep talking to people more and more. And the third thing which I say, that you need to diagnose before you prescribe anything. If you are talking to people initially, it's better to think before when you start speaking to people. Sometimes you may not get time to be ready, or you may not get time to prepare yourself. It's fine. It's okay. But whenever you get time, whenever you're going to talk to people and you know that I'm going to talk to this person, I'm going to converse with this person. So it's better to think before what you're going to talk to that person. So what people make mistakes generally, they think after, when they have already talked to some person. So it's always better to think before you start talking to people. It will certainly improve your personality as well. You have to be consistent, as I had already said before this as well, that you have to be consistent. You cannot do like this, that you work for some time and then you leave in between, and then you again do, and then you leave in between. You will never ever get success in your life. And the fifth thing, that you have to be focused towards your career. You should aim it. You should know that where you're going, what you're doing, what you're not doing, and what you're doing for. So most of the times you should be focused towards your career. Being focused does not mean that you're not giving time to your family, to your friends, or to anybody. Being focused, it just means that whenever you get time, you should be focused towards the thing. So these are the strategies which I feel that a person should adopt, which I have tried in my life, and I did my good, but I do not see yet I am somewhere. I have a lot to achieve in my life. I have a lot to gain in my life, and that's what I'm doing.
Wow. So I think now our viewers know very well at least 5 strategies which they can implement in their life in order to improve their communication skills and of course the personality as well. Well, thank you so much, sir, being on the show and for the enlightening us for this particular thing, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. And
Now we can